territory after about 2.5, 3 months off. And we'll be tiptoeing gently into the waters here, but by golly, we're starting up again and with some big surprises. Okay, so this is the big new surprise. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a new fishing boat. Yay! And a fancy one too. Yeah, look who's here. But sorry, girl, I can't say hi to you, Lucy. You're just gonna have to bark at me from a distance. Okay, this is a 22-foot Bennington with 150 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke. And the tunes, as they are called shorthandedly, have strakes on them. That means this thing can get up and cruise at 40 miles an hour. So we can get out to the 700-pound grouper range. But I see a problem already. There's a hole in this tune.
What?
A big one. Somebody deliberately cut it. It must be sabotage.
What do you think?
It's just a hollow part where the bunch of stuff is, that's all. The center tune is sort of semi-shortened. And check this thing out. So the first thing I noticed is it's got a big front deck here, which is nice. The front fishing captain's chairs are fancier. It's a center console. And let's say you catch a fish here. You can chase it all the way around this side, keep going. And if you want to take a nap for a few minutes, you can do it back here. And then you go around this side, pick up your beer, swap fishing poles right here, and proceed back to the front as the 700-pound grouper tows you around. That's a nice boat. And did I mention that it goes 40 miles an hour? Yeah, I guess I did. All right, there you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the official launching of what has come to be affectionately known as boat number 2, for any lack of any better word. There's an issue here with the dock, as you can see. There's a tropical storm off the way out in the Gulf of Mexico, and it looks like it's given us a king tide here. So the top of the dock is underwater. Welcome to Yankeetown. He's gonna start the boat. Ooh, it started quiet. 3 times the horsepower. The boat is alive. And they're gonna come right up to me here because the water dock is covered with water, and just nudge up against the shore here. And I will jump in. Make sure you aim right for me. The water goes to here. And it's a foot deep right here. All right, hold on, here I go. There goes nothing, don't back up. You were backing up, for crying out loud.
I was straining the boat as per instructions.
Okay, we made it. And Lucy is here to prove it. All right, we are underway on the Withlacoochee River here in Yankeetown on the inaugural cruise of number 2.
What's the name of this boat?
Number 2.
No.
Lucy, what's that? What do you see, Lucy? Do you see any intruder dogs? Oh, isn't this a scene of domesticity that's just warming to your heart?
I want his first day with his new boat to go perfect.
Wow.
What do you think, John? It's pretty darn quiet.
Yeah, I can't even hear the motor.
I'm speaking to John Jr.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait till you see this thing rear up when I goose it out on the Gulf.
Yeah, I've got to get all my equipment stowed before you do
Here comes
that.
a picture.
Yeah, we're cruising past the shrimp fleet here in Yankeetown. Here's the marina. And all is good with the world. Got some tunes on the radio. Okay, copyright violation, here we go. And thank you very much, Sammy Hagar. All right, as long as I can sort of narrate here, I don't think I'll get in trouble with the YouTube copyright police because Sammy Hagar is wailing away in the background. So I'm gonna drop the troll here. Maybe I'll have to mute a little bit, I don't know. All right, I am the first to drop A lure in the water with the new boats. Yeah, let's go, folks.
That makes sense. I put 28 gallons in there,
What's it say?
half tank. He told me there was $50 worth of gas in that tank.
And how much you holding right now?
It says half tank.
Oh,
That's all I've got. That's not
well, maybe
right.
it's a 50-gallon tank. This is gonna be a more thirsty motor. Get used to
Well,
it.
you put in another 50, right?
Yeah, put in another $50 worth.
Oh well, get used to it. This is a boat of another level. 150 horsepower.
Okay, so it's
Gobbles
roughly
gas.
$2 a gallon, and you
I get
put
8
in-
miles to the gallon when I'm going at like half throttle, he said.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We're about to test out the impressive, amazing power. The dog's about to get thrown for a loop. Okay, Captain.
Dog, come here.
Let's see. Come.
Might want to put the trim down. You're a little trimmed high. Gotta get the trim down a little bit.
Way down.
Okay. Feel that acceleration. So how fast are we going?
I don't know. I can't see the speedometer. It's hard to say. Not very fast. Oh, there it was. 26 miles an hour.
Oh, all right.
Faster than we've been on
Nice,
the
but
other-
not massive.
There's somebody.
And we're cruising along here in relative silence. The motor is very quiet. In case you couldn't hear, we got 26 miles an hour on it. But of course there's 4 of us on board and luggage, so you know that takes your top speed down a bit. Okay, we're trolling here, out in the flats, out in the open Gulf. It's a dead calm, and Spanish mackerel or cobia could be target fish today. And the captain has got his trolling rig going too.
It's pretty comfy, John. Pretty comfy out here. See how close my rod is? I can grab it without even getting off.
We're referring to our derrieres, of course, in a less than polite way, but we're also talking to a distant son
Avid fisherman.
and an avid fisherman who's going to be thrilled with this rig. Everything behaving itself here?
Beautifully.
Any sandbars on the Garmin?
I don't think. It looks pretty smooth down there.
All right. Oh, it just got off.
Ah,
That lady over there had something, and it let go when it got to the boat. All right, we pulled up on a spoils island here near the, is this the barge canal up near us?
Barge Canal right there. Spoils Island, Barge Canal, Spoils.
And here's a protected spoils island with lots of twittering, nesting seabirds on it. All right, here's the reality of fishing now on this boat. You got the big bed with a lean back zone, and you can just relax. So we're done anchor fishing. Oh, I'm rolling for video here. Can't hear myself speak. They're blasting copyrighted music into my YouTube video. That wouldn't do it all. Anyway, we're done anchor fishing over on a spoils island. Nothing happened there. There were some mullet jumps, but little else. And now we're trolling again. And I got this nice comfy little seat here. There's my rod over there. It's all good.
it's all good.
Just wait for a fish to attach and bingo, dinner.
It was a cormorant?
The captain thought he spotted a big fin. So we're on our way back in, and we're passing by the end of Follow That Dream Highway, the road made famous by the Elvis Presley movie from the 50s. And they're completely tearing up the parking lot here for the boat launch, the public boat launch. Got new pilings in. They seem to have made complete work of everything. So it should be interesting to see what they do. But in the meantime, this whole parking area is closed. So that's the end of our journey with brand new boat number 2, as we have affectionately called it. And it's pretty spiffy. Whoa, I think a gator just jumped off a rock dead ahead. And no luck catching any fish, but I'm glad to report that we are back on the water and practicing some level of social distancing while we're at it, because after all, by definition, when you're out in the Gulf of Mexico, you're isolated. Good night, everybody.
Much better in here than it did when we first came down.